Good evening. My name is Chef Anthony Pino, and it's tonight, Sunday dinner. Tonight we're making chicken Milanese. Let's talk about the ingredients first that you will need for tonight's meal. Flour, whole wheat or white, breadcrumbs, eggs, salt and pepper are your spices, and then the chicken breast, which is obviously that's your Milanese style. Then you can top it with anything you like. But for tonight, I love arugula, red onions, oven-dried tomatoes, and Parmesan cheese. We have a shallow vinaigrette to top all that. So my first thing I'm going to do is heat up my extra virgin olive oil. Then I'm going to saute the chicken breast in. So my pan's already hot. Putting in probably about 2 to 3 ounces of extra virgin olive oil in the pan. I have my chicken breast here. I'm going to show you a little thing that we use in the restaurant business to keep the chicken from kind of going everywhere and making things nice and neat. So I have my chicken breast and then my 2 little saran wrap sheets, which we're going to blanket the chicken in when we get ready to pound it. So you will need a little chicken mallet that we have here. Along with my sharp knife, I have my chicken breast, which I'm going to cut right in half. Almost right away, I'm going to butterfly it. We call that butterflying. Just like that. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to blanket it in between the 2 pieces of saran wrap. And when you're pounding this out, thin, thick, it's more or less just to really even out what you have on there, just so it's kind of nice and even. And this is really going to help your cooking process, whether you want it to cook long, slow, and so forth. Now I see my olive oil is already hot. So I've turned it down. Now I'm going to season my chicken breast. Salt and pepper. Make sure you season your chicken well, because everything you do, season well. When you cook it, it's going to lose all that love anyway. So we have that. Then we're going to go back to our breadcrumbs and our flour. So season those also. So I have salt. I'm going to put in both ingredients. Pepper, and in both. The flour and the breadcrumbs both have good amounts of salt and pepper. I'm going to season my breadcrumbs though with a little bit of shaved Parmesan cheese and some garlic powder. Season it well. Okay? Then I have my eggs. I'm going to scramble my eggs first, so those are all ready to go. This dish goes really quick. So I have my chicken breast, which I'm going to dip into the flour first. You don't have to cake it on, you don't have to pat it down, just nice and light. Nothing else is falling off. Then right into the eggs. Same thing for the breadcrumbs. You don't need to pat it down and make it so cakey and so forth. Nice and light. It should be, this dish is very nice and light. All the breadcrumbs off, right into the hot olive oil. Now you can see by the hot olive oil, all the edges are a little bubbly and so forth. So then you know your chicken is hot. I've used 2 cutting boards today. I don't want to get anyone sick with the cross-contamination. So I have a new cutting board here. And what we're going to do here is, now we're just going to really work on the cooking of the chicken breast. The oil is hot. It's moving along nicely. Does anybody see the Giants game today? Go Eli, we love you. Doing a great job. So some of the ingredients that I have today is, I love wild arugula. It's my favorite thing. Wild arugula and oven-dried tomatoes along with the shaved red onions that we were talking about and Parmesan. I really, truly love it. Arugula is probably my most favorite greens. Now I can tell by listening to the chicken breast, it's cooking along nicely. I'm going to take a quick look. It needs a few more seconds, as you can see. It's lightly golden brown, going a little bit darker. Toasted breadcrumbs, whole wheat or white. We like to eat whole wheat here in the family because of the, it's just healthier for you. We love whole wheat. We use Barilla pasta, the whole wheat style. We love it. Now, golden brown here is our chicken breast. What I like to do is get that, take this whole thing, put the whole thing right in the oven. Start my oven. Now, just to make things a little bit speedier, I've already cooked the chicken breast for us. Voila. It's all ready to go. And now I'm going to put on top of my favorite ingredients. Again, we go back to the fresh wild arugula. We love it. You can find this in all the grocery stores. It's very popular and very readily available. So I have some of my arugula. Again, you don't need to put so much on. The chicken breast is the focus. We have that here, along with our oven roasted tomatoes. Just a few. These are nice. You can use fresh, you can roast them, a variety of ingredients, whatever you care for. So I have that. Then I have the red onions. This is my, I guess I'm just loving red onions recently, especially raw. Great, like that. A little bit of shaved Parmesan cheese over the top. Go heavy. Cheese is great. And my shallot vinaigrette that we've made. Just drizzle that over nicely. I really like it when you make the shallot vinaigrette the day or two before. The shallots really get to absorb the red onions and olive oil. And here you have it, chicken Milanese and Sunday dinner. Have a good night. Thanks so much. Anthony Pino.